Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me. This is Kelly Wentworth. I blog over at worldofkellycraft.com. I want to thank you for joining me tonight. Hi, Sharon. I am a demonstrator from Kennebunk, Maine, and I want to welcome you. Say hello once you hop on so I know that you're there, so I can try and acknowledge and say hello. I am just checking to make sure I am live in my feed. Hi, Lisa. Hey, Diane. Welcome, Lisa and Diane. Diane, so happy you made it on. Big smile on my face. Hello, ladies. How are you doing? Hi, Kim. Good to see you. How are you ladies doing tonight? Okay, I am showing up. Everything looks good. I have to tell you, I don't know what's going on with Facebook, but every time I go to do something, there's something that has changed. So Facebook is just like messing with everybody. And I don't know what's going on, but I mean, I was able to get on. I didn't have any issues, but things look different. And I'm like, oh my gosh, why is that different? Oh boy. Glad you're doing well, Diane. Doing good, Lisa. Thank you. Doing good. Okay, so let me welcome again, everyone. Thank you for joining. So tonight I have I just want to give you a couple of updates and announcements. So let's go down to my desktop here. So again, the first thing I wanted to mention is just remind everybody that we are having our biggest paper sale of the year, our Designer Series paper sale. We have 15% off, and there are, let me see, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 15 different packs of paper that are on sale at 15% off, and that is from both the annual catalog and the mini catalog. Now, usually when we have our annual paper sale, it's usually only from the annual catalog. So I was really happy to see that they added paper from the mini. And so there's holiday paper in here, there's birthday paper, there's greenery paper that's good for every occasion. There's the wood grain paper, which is very popular. Lots of great paper to pick from. And the paper that I'm going to be using tonight on our project, which is the Snowflake Splendor, is also on sale. So this is a great time if you love our paper, and I think everyone does. It's bar none the best. Now is the time to stock up on it. And if you're a demonstrator, you save even more because you get the sale price, plus you get your discount. So woohoo! We love these kinds of sales. So this is through the month of October, and hopefully they have enough inventory to last. But if you know what you want, I wouldn't wait. Get your order in, as it's usually a very busy month also. I also wanted to just touch base on a new, and mine is being shipped, so I'm just going to touch on it, and I'll tell you more about it when I get it. But we have a new release that demonstrators were able to get called Curvy Celebrations, and we as demonstrators we were able to pre-order this. This is a new bundle that is coming in the new catalog in January. So the new mini catalog that starts in January. But demonstrators have early release on it to buy it so we can start playing with it. I did order it. It looks really cool. I love dies that are curvy, and and then there's a bundle with it, and there's also a holiday one that goes with it that we can only get in the month for 1 month. So this month demonstrators can order it. Stay tuned, customers. It's coming next month for customers, and then there's going to be 1 month that you can also get a holiday Christmas curvy stamp set that'll go with this as a special only for the month of November for customers. So more to come on that, but that is coming. I'm really excited about that. And then the last thing I just wanted to touch on, and I did brief this last night when I went quick to do the drawing from World of Card Making Day. I quickly went on last night to pull the winner of that. I am doing, along with a friend of mine, we are going to be doing a sampler swap. And what that means is that if you've seen samplers that are either 9x9 or 12x12 squares, you can we're actually gonna do one, and this one's gonna be a 9x9 Christmas themed one. And basically what you do, it's a paper sheet, it's like a share. So basically what you do, if you want to sign up, it's free. You let me know that you're interested in doing that. You have until October 16th to sign up. But basically what you do is we give you the measurements of your square of what it has to be, and I can show you mine. Let me show you mine. This was the one I just did for one that I was in. So it's 1 square, and I give you the dimensions on what to do. You embellish it the way you want. You put the design on that you want. You make 9 of them. You keep 1 for yourself, and you're going to mail 8 to the people that are in your group. And I'm going to be putting people in groups depending on how many people we have. And basically the other 8 that you mailed out, you're going to be getting from other people. So you're going to get 9 squares, and you're going to be able to put this sampler together. And we're going to have the details on how to put it together if you've never done one after this process goes through. So once everybody gets their squares. But it's a great way to have a sampler. Let me show you one. This one is a 12x12, and like I said, we're going to be doing a 9x9 frame, but it's the same thing. It's just a little bit smaller squares. And like I said, you're going to get you're going to have all 9 of them to put together, and then you put it in a frame, and it's on a backing piece of paper, and we're going to talk about that. But basically, once you have one set up, you can take them out, and you can make one for the spring. You can make one for Easter, for any holiday that you want. They're a lot of fun. They're beautiful, and I should have brought one in. My daughter made me one, a crafting one. I'll have to show you guys that. Next time. It's in my living room, but it's a lot of fun to do this. And basically all you do is you commit to making 9 of them, all the same. Keep 1 for yourself, and you're going to mail out 8, and you're going to get 8 more back, and then you put them all together and you have yourself a sampler. So if you're interested in joining, let me know. Send me a private message and I'll add you to the list. But it's going to be fun, and I can't wait to see what we get, and you'll have a beautiful sampler for the holidays. So let me know if you have any questions on that. And like I said, the details are all on my blog if you want more details, but all of this information here is all listed on my blog, worldofkellycraft.com. So let me know if you have any questions. Hey Cynthia, hey Vicky. What did you miss, Vicky? Okay, so tonight, let's get started with what we're doing tonight. Tonight, I was asked, well, not tonight. Tonight we're going to be making a card that has a candle on the inside. here's the card. This was asked by Lisa on my team. Now this candle's a little high. They have shorter ones out in the craft stores, but either one works. And you put that in there. And it's going to be really hard to show this on camera. But can you see it? There we go. Let me move the lights out so you can kind of see it flickering. Can you see that? So this is like a Tea Light Easel card, I guess you would call it. I think that's what we're calling it. And it's really easy to make, and this is what we're going to make tonight. And it flickers, and then you see how it's cut through, and then I'm going to show you how we did that. And hopefully you guys are going to stamp with me. Who's stamping with me tonight? How many of you are going to be making the card with me tonight? Oh, you didn't get that set? Oh, the Vicky, I see what you're saying. Oh, yes, it's up there on our demo website, hun. Look under the updates and then under happening now, and you'll get the information. So tonight I am using, you can use obviously any stamps that you want. I am going to be using the Snowflake Splendor, which has that's on page 37 of the mini catalog. So this is the stamp set, and let me find the dies. And then these are the dies. Now, what you want to make this kind of card is you want a die that is going to cut in to the paper, but it's not going to cut the die out on the outside, okay? And with this set of the snowflakes, this big one, this is the one I used, okay? This cuts in to the paper like this, but it doesn't cut it out. And that allows for the light to peek through. Okay, so you can use any die that does that gives you that light effect, so the light can kind of peek through. Yeah, check it out. It's right out there, Vicky. So that's the bundle I'm using, and I posted the information on my blog, and you can do this with 12 by 12 paper or 8.5 by 11 paper. I have done both. This one is done with the 8.5 by 11 paper, and I'll tell you, I made it work. I put the measurements out to the best of my ability because obviously in order to have it be 3 sections on 12 by 12 paper, it's really easy because you're going to just score it on 4 and 8 and it's going to be even. But when you have paper that's not even, it's, it can be a little wonky. You want to get it as close to the measurements as you can. It's doable, and this one is, and I put the measurements out on my blog, but it works fine. And the other thing that's really cool is it still folds up and it can be mailed, and so can the 12 by 12. Okay, so it works. Now, personally, you may want to give this to somebody because of the candle piece of it. You may want to, if you're going to give it as a gift, you may want to, hand deliver it to somebody. But it definitely works either way. I am going to be using 12 by 12 paper tonight because I prefer that, but I did want to put the measurements out there for people that may not have 12 by 12 paper. So, just in case. Okay, so Lisa, you're stamping with me. Kim, you're stamping with me. Anybody else stamping tonight? Okay, so let's start out. You need 4 by 12. Well, I'm using 4 by 12 if you're going to do the 4 by 12 paper. And if you're doing the 8.5 by 11, obviously you're going to do it at 4 by 11 paper, okay? And I'm going to be scoring it at 4 and 8. And it just makes it really easy for the fold. And again, you can do it with the 8.5 by 11. I scored mine at 3 5/8 by 7 3/8. So Lisa and Kim, what size paper are you using? Are you using the 12-inch or the 11-inch paper? Okay, ladies, have you scored your, so score your paper, and make sure you really need to give it a good burnish, because it is a folding card and you want it to fold appropriately, okay? So you really want to give it a crisp, good burnish. I would do it both sides. You're using 12 by 12, okay, Lisa, good. Okay, Kim, you're using 8 1/2, 8 by 11. All right. So, do you both have your paper ready? So, after you cut and after you score your paper, you are going to put your DSP on the front. Okay? And again, my DSP is 3 3/4 by 3 3/4, so 3 3/4 square DSP. And if you're using the 8 1/2 by 11, it's going to be a little bit 3 3/4 by 3 7/16. I hate using 16ths, but I was trying to get it as close as I could. Kim, let me know how that worked out for you. And you want to glue this down before we cut. Okay, so go ahead and glue it down. To your base. Center it as best you can. All right, and then you're going to need to bring in your Big Shot, your die cutting machine, whatever one you have. I have the new one and I absolutely love it. And what you're going to do is you're going to put your die, after you put your paper on, put your die on top, and you want to center it as best you can. Now, I don't know what die you're using, but just center it as best you can. Now this one is a pretty big one, so I'm just going to do it like right there. Now I have this with a paper underneath it. I probably should have removed it because that makes it slippery. I'm actually going to put it back through again just to make sure. It's very detailed. And then you're going to want to make sure you poke out. Now remember, it's 2 pieces of paper. It's cardstock and DSP, which is why I ran mine through twice, just to be on the safe side. I probably didn't need to do that with this machine. It works really slick, but it is a lot of paper to be going through. Cynthia, you're not stamping with us tonight? Have you made one of these cards before? Now mine has a lot of little pieces here. I could have used the die brush, but I didn't. Probably would have been quicker. There we go. The machine worked really well, as you can see. Alright. Alright, let me trash this. Oh, you didn't have a die that cut in, Cynthia? They are, dies that cut in can be used in so many different ways. They're really pretty. Okay, so Lisa and Kim, are you all set with cutting yours out? Still got some little bits popping out here. Okay. Then what you're going to do is you're going to need to put your inside pieces on. Okay? And I'm using the Whisper White, of course, and mine, again, it's 3 3/4 square, 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. And again, it's going to be the same size as your DSP. And so, Kim, yours will be the 3 3/4 by 3 7/16. So go ahead and add those down. And you're going to add it just like you did your DSP on the front. Okay. You're all set, Lisa? Add your inside papers. Still got some bits here. Okay. How you doing, Kim? Oh, Kim, good. Okay, all set? Okay. Then you're going to need to do your sentiment. Now, your sentiment becomes your stopper. Okay, so you wanted to have that one, and this one actually is a little too long. There we go. So go ahead and stamp your sentiment. I'm using the big Merry Christmas, and I'm using it from the Snowman season. I love this set. This is carried over from last year, and I absolutely love it. And I'm going to use Night of Navy, because that's the paper, color paper cardstock I'm using. But you can use whatever you have. And because it's photopolymer, I am going to put a mat underneath. And again, this oh, that came out beautiful. This is going to be also be your stopper. Let me find my clean my die. My well-loved chamois that keeps right on ticking. It may not look pretty, but it works very well. And just glue that down to your cardstock. Now again, my measurements on the sentiment are 3/4 by 3 3/4, give or take. It really depends. I mean, you want to have, it's going to be a stopper, okay? So you want it to be substantial, which is why I was looking for a bigger stamp. It can be thinner. It'll still work. If you have a smaller stamp, it will still work. You definitely have to pop it up on dimensionals because that's what's the stopper, okay? It's very easy. This card is very easy to make. And you girls caught up? Want to make sure? Cynthia, I hope you will, when you get the materials you need to do this, you'll give this card a try. I think you will love it. It's so pretty. And you're just going to put it, you're going to say, you know, have a border of about 1/8 of an inch or so on the bottom. And there you go. Still have a bit in there, hang on. You doing okay, Kim? Any questions? Did it work okay? Yeah, you will love it, Kim. You will love it, Cynthia, if you give it a try. I think you will love it. And then that candle fits right in there. Can you see it? If I lift it up, it's gonna, there you go. Isn't that pretty? How you doing, Lisa? Trying to move my lights here. I get them all situated for the cards and Lisa, are you good? So tell me, ladies, how did it come out? Did it come out okay? You'll have to post a picture of it so I can see once I get this video uploaded, okay? Tomorrow. Did it come out okay? Do you have any issues? Kim, did you have any issues? Love this set. And this huge tag right here is so beautiful. If you don't have this set, you really should consider it. Because it's not only, this is something you can use all winter long, which is what I like. It's not just Christmas, not just holiday. You could use this all winter long because snowflakes are like that. They're just so pretty. It came out good, Lisa? Yay! Okay, so I didn't think that was going to take long, so I did make another card, and I hope you guys like it. Using this set because I had it out. So this is making your own background using the stamps that are in the set. I mean, you could use the DSP, but, and then inside, Snowflake Wishes for a Merry Christmas. You misjudged your die and cut completely. Oh, so it didn't cut into the paper, Kim? It cut it out? That's all right. You can redo it. That's okay. One thing I realize, I think what I've learned along the way, and I do it sometimes, but I don't do it all the time, is when you get a set of dies, the best thing that you could do for yourself is take them and die cut them all. Put them on paper. It doesn't have to be good cardstock. You can use the cheap stuff. You can even use, copy paper, but cut them out so you know how they work and you get an idea of how they work. Because sometimes when you look at them, you realize that they cut differently than they look. Yeah, that's fine, Kim. Kim, you don't have this set? I thought you had this one. But that's just a tip, honestly, and some demonstrators do this faithfully. Like they'll get a new die set and they'll take the dies out and they'll cut them all out so they know how they work and get a sense of them. I have done that before. I don't do it consistently, I will tell you. Okay, so this is the card I'm going to make. And it's really pretty. I made my own background. And I'm going to be using the new Misty Moonlight as the base, card base, and that's 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then the top, I'm using Pool Party, and Pool Party is, let me see, hold on. Get this on the right side here. 4.5 by, looks like it's 3 5/8. This grid paper is not as detailed. Let's see. It's actually 4 5/8 by 3 3/8. This piece, so it's an odd shape. It's an odd size. Now you don't always have to have full pieces of cardstock on, and that's why I like having this one with a bigger border. I just think it can be really pretty. So the Whisper White is 4.5 by 3 1/4. Let me redo this. 4.5 by 3 1/4. And then the cardstock I'm using, Pool Party, is 4 5/8 by 3 3/8. In case you want, if you want to make this card. And if you don't have this set, you can do the same thing, just using any set that you have. So the first thing I'm going to do is get my inks out, and I'm using Balmy Blue, Highland Heather, and Pool Party. So let me get these opened. And then in this set, you can see we have all kinds of sizes of snowflakes. You get 2 stamp sets. in this set. So there's lots of snowflakes to choose from. This is a big set. So let me get set up here. Hold on, I just dropped my here it is. Dropped it. I thought it went on the floor and it went in my little spare bag here for scraps. Okay. So you're going to take the white piece first and we're going to make the board. We're going to make the... And it doesn't matter really which ones you use. So I am going to use... I'm going to use this one. I've got several going here. All right. So I'm going to start out using Pool Party. And what I do is I did one full strength and then a second one stamp off. Full strength, turn the paper, stamp off, and full strength. So you just kind of spin the paper around, kind of gives you, it's that way you're not kind of going in order. All right, let me get my cleaner. And then I'm going to take this one and I'm going to use the Balmy Blue. I'll use the Balmy Blue next. I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to go kind of the same idea. And then I'm going to use this little one, and I'm going to use the Highland Heather. And kind of just fill it in. There's no right or wrong. What do you think of this background? Do you like it? And then while I have my stamps out, I've already die cut a circle out. And I am going to, now on this card, I used Joy to the World, but on this one, I'm going to do Let It Snow. And I think I'm going to do that one in the Misty Moonlight because that's the card base I'm using. Now, on this one, you can see I just took like the snowflake and I just kind of went over it. So I think I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to use the big one, but I'm going to stamp off on it. Actually, I stamped off twice, just so you know. Still came out kind of dark. What do you think? Should have gone lighter? I think it's all right. Close that up. I'm just going to close these up so I don't get my fingers in them. All right. And then you're just going to glue that on. The pool party. And there's just a little bit, very little bit of a border on that. Oops, you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to do the inside. So let me get my inks back out. I'm going to use Pool Party. So on this one, let me see what I used. Yeah, I used Pool Party and the so I'm going to use and then I'm going to use the grape, I mean the Highland Heather. Okay. What do you think so far? You like it? And then really it's just putting it together. Oh, and I want to put the saying on the inside. And on that one, I love this one, Snowflake Wishes for a Merry Christmas. And I'm going to use the Misty Moonlight again. I love that. So pretty. All right, I think we're done with the inks. Now we just assemble. So this is going to go on the inside. And then, now on this one I love this tulle ribbon, and to me it looks almost like snowballs, so that's why I thought it would be good to use. So I'm going to use that one again. Probably cut too much. Let's see. So you can either tie a bow or you can tie a knot, whatever you like. And this ribbon is really easy to work with too. Really easy to make bows with. Cut. Okay. I think on this one I'm going to actually do it a little wonky. So So let's do, I'm going to put the saying up on dimensionals. And then I'm actually going to put this one going crooked, just to be a little different. And there you go. What do you think? Do you like it? Hard to kind of show this one. I'm glad you like it, Sharon. Thank you. And then here are the two there you go. You like it, Diane? Thank you, ladies. If you like it, I would love some likes or hearts. That would be great. I appreciate you watching. I hope that you will try and make these. It's hard to show these with the candle, but you know how they work. Put your candle in it and display them on a mantle, on a table. So pretty for the holidays. All right. Thank you, ladies. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget, I will be going live on Thursday at 2 p.m. on my YouTube channel. And I have a new 12 Weeks of Christmas series cards coming to you, or projects, and I can't wait to show you. Have a great night. Enjoy your evening. Bye.